Slim Jim back on trail with Stealth and Jack's dad going through Washington. Say hi, Stealth.
Hi, Stealth.
You look back here, kid. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, look here. Hey, good morning. Day 2 of being on the PCT in Washington. Didn't elaborate much yesterday, but I'm hiking with Stealth. We're trying to get through, or we are going to get through Washington to the terminus so she can knock that section down on her journey through the PCT to finish up her hike. Yesterday was good. We started hiking up in the afternoon. Got about 10 miles up. Knocked out, I believe it was about 3,000 feet of elevation gain. Actually pretty steep coming back up too, so we're not really, we don't have any trail legs coming into Washington. Normally you do after you've been hiking for months. But yeah, so today we're hoping to do somewhere in the teens, and we'll go from there. It's going to be a good day. End of day 2 on the PCT going through Washington. We knocked out 15.8 miles today with a lot of elevation gain. Yeah, we're just getting our trail legs now, and now tomorrow we have a lot of downhill and then some more uphill. So there's just a lot of climbing in Washington. We're both feeling pretty good. We're dry camping tonight at a nice spot. It's like a road, a forest road, but it's kind of blocked off. And I remember in 23 when I came through, there was just a shitload of tents through here. But so it's a great place to camp. Last night we cowboy camped. That was really nice. But tonight we're gonna set the tent up because in this area there's been reports of the mosquitoes starting up, so we haven't run into really a whole lot, but we're gonna do that. And yeah, everything's going good. Tomorrow we're gonna up the mileage a little bit more. We're gonna get out early in the morning. We'll see how it goes, and maybe get into the 20s for miles. So, but weather's great. We had a couple warm days. It's gonna cool off a little bit, so that helps us out a lot. And I will see you tomorrow. Back on trail, day 3. Slept real good last night. It finally cooled off the past 2 days. Got pretty warm. There's no wind as you're winding through the forest. They got kind of hot as we were climbing too. But we're not used to it yet. Trying to get some trail legs back. But again, it's only day 3. But every day, legs feel better. Everything's adapting again, so we're getting into the rhythm of our meals, eating, how we give ourselves energy throughout the day. So starting to run into some other hikers. Should be, probably not right now exactly, but we'll be running into southbound hikers. It's about July 1st is the time all the southbounders take off from the Canadian border to come this way as the snow is melting. They can get through, and it's basically what we did. So as we're hoping farther north, the snow should be melted pretty good. Might be a few areas, but other than that, things looking pretty good. It is a little moisture up, a little wetter up here, a little bit more higher humidity. You can tell. Hung our stuff out last night to dry, our clothes after we sorted them all day, and Didn't dry a whole lot, but yeah, feeling good. And we're shooting for somewhere around 20, low 20s today already. We're starting to ramp it up, so working our way towards Trout Lake. The goal is to hit Trout Lake around or in the evening of the 4th of July. So what is that? Today's the 2nd. So that's the goal at the moment. We'll see how things go. But you see him? End of day 3. It was a good day. We ended up doing 21. The first 10 miles of today was basically downhill. Some ups and downs, but mostly downhill. So down to Panther Creek. It's a pretty cool cool spot. I got a picture of the creek, and we took a long break there and fueled up because we had to climb out of there. The rest 11 miles, well, actually about 9 miles, was a 3,500 ascent. So 3,500 feet ascent. So it was pretty intense for 10 miles. So, or actually, yeah, about 9.2 actually for that. But anyways, yeah, it was a good day. And now we're actually setting up right now. I'll take you back and show our tents. So here's our tents. My duplex, Apex duplex, is on the right. The Durston is on the left. That is Stealth's tent. She just did a little dance. But yeah, we got a nice cozy spot amongst some big ass trees. Are they big?
They're big.
Yeah.
Echo.
Nobody around here. We had trouble. We wanted to do 18 for the day. We got to the site. There ain't nobody hardly around because it's too early in the hiker season, but there was somebody in the spot we wanted. That was a perfect view, I think, of Mount Hood.
I don't think that was Mount Hood.
You don't think it was? It was, I know it wasn't Helens, Mount St. Helens, so might have been Adams. I'm not sure, but the clouds over it it's just beautiful. But anyways, I wanted to show you the top of the trees and how big they really are. But yeah, nice cozy site. And so then we went on, and how much farther did we go? Another mile and a half?
Before the second?
Yeah, we tried the second site that was on the map.
Mile, and then
Another mile, and there was somebody in there. So we had to go another mile and a half, but the last mile and a half was downhill. So that worked out pretty good. So we'll see you tomorrow. Day 4 of our Washington hike. We have 35.8 miles to Trout Lake. So So we're gonna kind of split the mileage up today. We'll see what we're gonna do. About 4 or 5 miles, there's a trailhead with a pit toilet and a picnic table. So we're gonna have second breakfast there, and then look at the mileage and go from there. You get so close to Trout Lake, and they come at certain times, or you can call somebody from that point. I think you have service. It's posted there, and they come get you. It's about, I think it's under 20 miles to Trout Lake, but they bring you in there. So, but yeah, slept good last night. Got down to probably the high 40s early morning. Yeah, we'll see you down the trail. Camping at Big Bear Lake tonight. I'll show you a picture of the lake. We're the only ones here that I can see. There's not that many campsites. Actually, we got set up, and after we were sitting there looking around, it wasn't real obvious. There's a sign on the big timber tree, only day use. But we're so far in, there ain't nobody around, so it's too late. We're already set up, but it's pretty cool. You can see a patch of snow there over on the side too. We're about 4,700 feet elevation, so we're starting to run into snow a little bit. Hey, happy 4th of July. It's the 2025 Washington hike. I gotta tell you, the frickin' mosquitoes are just, they were bad last night. They're really worse in the early morning and at dusk, and then they kind of go away. But God, they were ferocious. But we camped on that there's a little peninsula. I took a picture of Bear Lake yesterday, so we had a good wind flow through there. That really helps. And we're all, I mean, we didn't get ate up or anything, but they're just fucking bad. You set your tent up, and there's a whole shitload of them in it, and you just killing them. Dad, whoops, fell. Dead carcasses in your tent everywhere. Yeah, but it's okay. It's no big deal. We dealt with them. But yeah, anyways, yesterday morning we decided we got 20 miles left to get into Trout Lake. Yesterday morning we decided to split it into 2 days. The reason that being is you get to the general store, it'd be in the evening, we would be, by the time we get a hitch, and sometimes you have to wait on that stuff for trail angels, if you can get one. So we wouldn't get our box till later in the evening. We'd like to get a hotel too. I think there's like one place to stay in the whole town or something, some hotel. But, so, we decided to hike some yesterday. We did 15 something. We kind of split it up. And then today, going to get as close to that 20 mile mark as we can, where we can still camp. Maybe a couple miles from it. The trailhead where they pick you up. So, that's the plan. Then we can get in there and take a Nero. That's where you hike during the day still, and you go into town. But yeah, we'll be in there early enough and be able to get a hotel and enjoy it for a little while, and do laundry, get our resupply box. Won't be so rushed, and then still get out in the morning and have a nice breakfast in town. And yeah, this should be really cool. The other thing is we camped last night at 4,700 feet. It got down, some little cold things going through. Anyways, it got down to about middle 40s or 44 last night. It's no big deal. But yeah, that's just flying through. But anyways, we're up to 5,000 feet. Roughly, we're going up and down. There is some snow patches still from the snow, if you can believe it. Because we're a little early, actually, to be hiking in here in the areas. But everything's melting quick ahead of us, so it should work out really well. But that's the plan. I will talk to you later. That is Mount Adams. It's 12,000 feet high. Just beautiful. We're not actually that far from it. And we're over 5,000 here.
Oh, thank you. Do you ever get tired of this?
End of day 5, we knocked out 19 miles. Did we knock out?
19
Knocked out 19 miles today. We're, like I said, close to Trout Lake, where a trail angel we talked to, a nice lady is going to come pick us up. We're only 2 miles from the trailhead. It's all downhill, so it won't take us very long to get down there. Get into Trout Lake in the morning, have a nice breakfast. Yeah, we knocked out 19 miles. Of course, as in PCT fashion, all the elevation that we did was at the very end. So, but yeah, I'll show you around a little bit where we're at in our campsite. There's Stealth in there making food. And there's my tent. But yeah, we're on top of the mountain. It's called the Meadow. That's where we're at. It just cleared up. The snow just melted around here. It's kind of moist just a little bit. But actually tonight we're expecting maybe some showers tonight. Nothing bad, because we are up high a little bit. I think we're around 5,000 feet, but we decided to camp into that little nook right here before the Meadow. The mosquitoes are pretty bad, but they're a lot better there. But take a look at all the little pine trees. It's pretty darn cool up here. So that's Washington. So we'll see you tomorrow. Day 6 on the PCT Washington hike. We made it into Trout Lake this morning. I got picked up by a trail angel. We only had to hike about 2 miles to the trailhead. I had a great breakfast. Actually, when we got here, the lady at the general store offered her car so we could drive a mile down the road to eat breakfast. And we came back. It was really nice. And we ended up finding a trail angel for lodging. They had a pop-up camper in their front yard, and you get a meal at night, and laundry, and and Wi-Fi, and just hang out and relax. Yeah, so that's really nice. We're going to head back out tomorrow and back on the PCT, heading into White Pass will be the next town we'll be heading into. So we'll see you then.